Welcome to the final video in the series. Now that we have successfully created and deployed a Java web application using Tomcat, it's time to take it to the next level, deploying it to the cloud using Azure App Service. In the previous section, we successfully deployed locally. So you should have been able to access your application on localhost, enter anything you want, let's say your name, and then get a personalized hello message. However, this is just deployed locally. We want to deploy it such that anybody in the world can access your brand new Hello app. So to make deployment seamless, Microsoft provides the Maven plugin for Azure App Service. This plugin helps us configure and deploy our application to Azure with minimal effort. So let's start by running this command to configure the plugin. As a reminder, all commands, code, everything else can be found in the description of the video. Just click on the link for easy access. So let's go ahead and run this command. Once you've executed the command, Maven will prompt you with questions on how you would like to set up your app on Azure. So let me walk through all the different prompts. So yes, we want to run a new configuration. We will run on Linux. We will use Java 17. So it says your project's compile level 21 is not compatible with any of the supported runtimes of Azure. Okay, so we'll go ahead and choose 17. We may run into some issues, but that's not a big deal. We'll come back and address them. Tomcat 10.0. There isn't a reason to use anything too extreme or comprehensive for now. We'll just deploy to B1 and we will go ahead and confirm all of these changes. And voila. So once completed, Maven will automatically update your pom.xml file with your Azure configuration. So let's take a look at what has been added. So if you scroll down into your pom.xml, you'll see a whole new plugin section that has been added. And here you can see all the information that we had inputted, everything from the pricing tier to the runtime information and so on. So if you do need to come back and make changes to any of this, you can always come back here, access it, make any edits that may be necessary. It's all right there, easily accessible. So now we need to compile our application again before deploying it to Azure. So let's go ahead and run Maven clean package such that we can reflect these new changes in the pom.xml file. And now we're ready to deploy the application to Azure. So we're going to go ahead and run the Maven Azure Web App Deploy command. And that should go ahead and start up the deployment process. I'm still a bit uncertain if the backwards compatibility between Java 21 and Java 17 exists. So we'll go ahead and see what it does. If needed, we'll go ahead and make some adjustments as needed. As predicted, the compile level 21 is not compatible with runtime 17. So let's go ahead and just change our Java version to 17. We won't have any fancy code or anything like that. So this should not cause any issues for us. So let's go ahead and save, and we will package our project once again. And now let's go ahead and deploy. All right. So for some reason, it took a little longer than expected, but that's not a problem. The application did successfully deploy, and it says application URL, and it has given us this URL. So let's go ahead, copy it, open up a web browser, and try navigating to our new web app. Aha, there we go. Welcome to the simple Tomcat app. And we should be able to put in our name, click submit, and there we go. We have the intended functionality. And the beautiful thing now is you can access your site from anywhere in the world at this URL address. So there it is. Your Java Tomcat application is now live to Azure App Service. You've successfully transitioned your app from local deployment to a globally accessible cloud platform. To monitor your app in real time, you can use Azure CLI and you can stream your logs through Azure CLI. You can run this command right here to get your logs. We won't run it now, but all you have to do is replace G with, or this argument with your resource group name, and then here, right here, with your app name. So before we conclude, we want to make sure that we don't forget to clean up any Azure resources that were created to avoid unnecessary charges. In order to clean up, we will go ahead and delete the full resource group. The advantage of putting everything into a single resource group and keeping everything organized is that it makes it very easy to make sure that we are not creating unnecessary charges on our end. So we'll go ahead, put in the name of the resource group, delete it, and it may take a couple of moments to process. There we go. So now the resource group is all gone. So in this video, we successfully deployed a Java Tomcat app to Azure Service using the Maven plugin. We covered everything from configuring the plugin, deploying the app, verifying it comes online, and cleaning up resources. I hope this series gives you a bit of a solid understanding of web app deployment from local to cloud environments. We used quite a simple web app. However, any Tomcat application will follow a very similar deployment process. Thank you so much for sticking with us through this demo and learning about how to deploy Tomcat apps to Azure App Service. I hope to see you again soon.